got it going on in here. Drop that off, sir.
Daddy, is that you? Open the door, son.
Just let that boy breathe.
I'm not gonna lose my wrist.
You know what, bro? You grown.
Black DadCast.
You still here. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it, though. Because guess what? You see the other side that's still a little blank? I got a Tampa Bay one coming in. You know what I'm saying?
But say, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. This is that
splat. You feel me? Don't trip.
Another episode, another day. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you see me? You see me? I'm rocking. You know what I'm saying? We back to kick up some more dirt. Talk about what's going on in the world. Yeah, that's what we do.
What episode
episode 8. Season 2, episode 8. So 18.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, you do it like that, it's like, damn, we've been recording like a mug. Dang, I ain't know.
Yeah, man. Well, it's just tired, huh?
Look, you see my face?
Yeah.
This is the face of a man that's been beat down.
Well, that's real talk.
I'm tired, Lord.
Speaking of beat down, what's some dad updates?
Man, look, the potty training, dog. We are losing the battle, okay? My son just, look, man, I'm just going to go in this diaper, okay? You're going to clean it up. And that's going to be the end of that. Turn on JJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we've been dealing with, bro. Like,
turn on JJ.
Turn on the little white kid with the Captain Planet curl, and you put it on Expedition. You know what I'm saying?
Not the Captain Planet curl.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We over here losing. Well, we in last place. You know what I'm saying? It's a shitty situation. And then so I'm a Pfizer fella. You know what I'm saying? We got that second dose on Thursday, and I was waiting for the apocalypse. Like, you know, I thought I was. I'm telling you, I'm at the peak of my powers right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm LeBron James. Like, I had a little arm soreness, and that was it, bro. But Tiana, boy, yeah, she got whooped. She got whooped, dog. Came home from work early, had all of like the chills, the body aches, the headaches, like had a fever, all of that. Got beat down, bro. And wake up the next morning, it's like it never happened. Like, you know, hey, I'm back. Hey, hello. You know what I'm saying?
So did you see that they said that there might need to be a booster shot every year?
I took my little flu shot for the first time, so I ain't tripping. I do it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, potty training and Pfizer fella.
I'm a fully vaccinated Pfizer fella. You feel me? Pfizer familia.
Boy, I hear raw dog in the air again. Okay.
Tastes good. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay. What's up on you, John?
Oh man, hey man, I got one of the two shots, so I got my mask halfway off, but you know, I still keep it on the other ear. Yeah, I keep it on one ear every now and then. You know, sometimes I gotta feel that air too, man. I can taste it now. Yeah, tastes good. Okay.
Yeah. You see what's happening? You see it?
Yeah, that first shot, man, it wasn't too bad, man. My arm did hurt. It took me a quick little nap. That was that, man. Wasn't no big deal. I worked out same day, so it is what it is.
I know that's right.
But I have seen some people hurt. Some people have a rough time with it, but man, it is what it is on that, man. As far as having to get it every year, we knew money wasn't gonna stop running in, so I think I'm gonna give me some Pfizer stock since they're gonna have an annual thing now, man.
I got some.
So man, good Lord, I was like, they just money grabbing now, man. So whatever.
Of course, that's what pharmaceutical companies do, man. They set the village on fire and sell the village's water.
Oh, that is a top tier analogy, sir.
It is, man. That's just the industry to be in, I guess. Right. But as far as dad updates, man, I'm tired. I got one son, and it feel like I got 20 kids, dog. It just never ends with my son, bro. He goes to sleep late, wakes up early.
That's a whole person right there.
I swear.
Bro, he's on play mode all the time, bro. It's ridiculous, dog. Like, it's just he up right now in his room with the TV on after he went to bed at 2:30. It's just ridiculous, bro. So I can't understand his lifestyle. It just doesn't appease to me. He's not working within my schedule.
He's probably gonna be one of them that's be able to operate off of like 4 or 5 hours of sleep for like the majority of his life.
Like it's like as soon as you get him up, it's like,
all right, what we doing?
We don't go.
Where we going today? We ain't going nowhere, son. Go back in your room. just go back in your room for 6 hours.
It hit me when it's time to eat. Yeah, go to sleep.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, so it's a lot, man.
Okay. It's like, golly, dog, how are you like this? My son, I told y'all, he coming to the room, daddy, mommy, daddy,
all the time, bro.
Say, bro, it is 7:12. Okay,
in the anti-meridian, boy.
Nigga. On a Saturday morning, nigga. Get out of my face, bro. God
all
damn.
the time, dog.
We losing, dog.
Well, my son pull up early, crack of dawn. I want some breakfast.
Man.
Like, bro.
That just lets us know, man. Parents need a vacation, so anybody in our network, if you're listening, this is our white flag. Send help.
Please. Jesus
a Friday to Sunday would just do me justice right now.
I swear, bro.
I think I'd be so excited I might just fall asleep. I'll make all these grand plans to go somewhere and be sleep on the couch, dog.
Whole weekend, dog. Oh, man. Rejuvenated.
Hey, feeling good, bro.
That shit crazy.
Bowden, what about you, cuz?
So we actually tried to get a little break yesterday. So I had to drive down to Augusta for one of my close friends' weddings. Shout out to Monique. She got married. Beautiful wedding. I was a flower boy. Check out my IG if you ain't seen it. It was dope. So we got up 6 that morning. I was already on like 3 hours of sleep. So we got up, had to drop the kids off at Whitley's cousin's house. And we drove down to Augusta because it was a daytime wedding. So the wedding started like 11:30 in the morning. And, so we get done with the wedding. We heading back. As we're heading back, Whitley's cousin has a cat. And my oldest son, bless his heart, is allergic to a lot of stuff. Peanuts, cat dander, that cat whooping his ass, boy. My son in there looking like Martin on the Hitman Hearns episode. Like,
man.
Like, eyes nearly shut. Benadryl's like, I don't know. I ain't really got, I could put something on it. I ain't like, Benadryl, his Zyrtec, nothing is, like, my son is in there getting his ass whooped.
These allergies got hands.
Man. Bro, even this morning, he woke up, he was still looking like, he popped up on the side of the bed with his eyes half shut. I thought he was a zombie. But the crazy thing is, like, we get there and, we don't get to hang out with Willie's cousins all the time, but, we already see Caleb going through it. I have, like, this cat dander kind of allergy. So, like, after a while, cat dander starts to irritate me. I'll start rubbing. Willie wants to sit there and talk and hang out for, like, a couple of hours. And I'm like,
I'm in hell.
Like, I'm in hell. Your son's in hell. Do you see him? I'm not the only one that see this, right?
Man.
Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say he looked like Martin. Like, legit, swole, puffy. Like, son, who whooped your ass? What is it? So yeah, that's what happened with us. So it was we enjoyed the wedding for a couple hours and then had to drive right back, and we've been on call ever since, man.
Say, so, could you see driving home, nigga? Like,
yeah, no, I was good. I was good. So like my stuff don't get puffy like his. I just get like itchy and watery. But
his the whole time, yet.
Yeah,
so
Camden
just getting whooped.
Camden just looking like the whole thing like this is ghetto. Like I didn't sign up for this one.
Put me back in.
Yeah, put me back in. Yeah, so.
Caleb thought y'all was drive by, pick him up, not no drive, sit, hang. Like,
you feel me?
Yeah, put me in the car seat and let's go.
I'm ready to get out of here. And I'm pretty sure, like, so Caleb is 3 now, dog. I swear he's gonna remember that. I feel like this is one of the ones where, man, Adam just had hands, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I got pictorial evidence.
You was in hell, sir. It was a rough go.
Look, if you don't remember, I'm gonna say, Caleb, last time you tried me, this is what you looked like.
You know what I'm saying?
When he get older and he try to run up on me, you want this again?
We can go back.
So yeah, so that's as John and Ryan said, you know what I'm saying, Babysitters Unite, hit us up, you know what I'm saying?
Please.
We need a little getaway. We trying to plan something, we hit 5 years in May. So we'll see what we got up the sleeve. And as far as
crossing that first milestone.
Yeah, try to keep up with y'all, man.
Hey man. I don't even have no advice for that.
Because I really was waiting, like, okay, so yeah, please.
Like, what you got, John?
Give me some game. Come on, John Wesley. And he's like,
listen, keep living.
Them old folks, the go-to old folks saying, dog.
But for real though, it get easy because you know each other's tendencies. So I guess that's kind of like the battle that you fight against in the beginning. Learning to live together, learning this, learning that. You kind of more settled after 5. You kind of really know like each other's habits and stuff like that. You got the kids already kind of somewhat on the schedule, so it tends to get easier. So you have to find ways to be creative with keeping the marriage fresh, but it's fun. Right. The arguments are less and less to me.
Right on.
Because they less because people start caring, or they less because it's less to argue about?
Not because you know each other. Like you know. If you want to get an argument,
I ain't finna argue with her.
Think about it though. Like you know each other's trigger buttons. If you want to get an argument right now, you can go right in back in your room and say something to your wife, piss off, and there you go. Right? Am I right? Both of y'all know that right now. Y'all know that. But as you get older, like you try to find ways. I ain't gonna say tiptoeing around the topic, but you find ways to get your stuff off in a better way. Yeah. And that's what makes it like a little bit easier, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But then you had the moments every now and then. Get up and give me some breakfast going, baby. Get my Uncle Jerome on for a second. Not my baby.
Come on, junk.
Yeah. So what was I gonna say? Oh, I heard something so profound, man. It was like he said if you know somebody long enough and well enough, you'll get a chance to meet them several different times. And I thought that was so profound because
I've heard that before too.
Say it again.
If you know somebody long enough and well enough, you'll get a chance to meet them several different times. So like he was just describing how, he met his wife as a friend. Then he met her again as a wife. He met her again as a mother. Met her again, as an empty nester. It was like, and I mean that means a lot because as you go through these different stages of life, you become a different person. Like so, you change, and so you gotta be okay with re-meeting that person, even in friendships and relationships. Like you got to be okay with re-meeting that person who they are now. And a lot of times I think that's why, some friendships and some relationships don't evolve, because as that person or persons change, you'd be like, okay, well, you're not who you used to be. And I need somebody that's still like that.
Yeah.
Not how you're becoming. And so, and if that's fine, that's all well and good. But, in the marriage, you got to be okay with re-meeting that person as a different person and being okay with that. And it kind of goes back to the same thing I said. Yeah.
Like it's different phases of like your parenting too. You know what I'm saying? Because like you have that toddler phase, from infant to toddler phase, and then Ryan, you'll see like once they fully potty train, like it's like completely different. And like I'm sure like once my son go to like kindergarten next year, I'm gonna probably see a whole nother kid. You know what I'm saying? And then as they become, 10 and 12 and 15, like I'm looking at my nephew and I'm like, God, like it's hard to have a conversation with him because he don't really talk that much. Like he's not that open, and you getting stuff from him here and there, but it's like little tidbits. So you're trying to like realize like what he got going on in his life and stuff like that. So as they're changing, you're changing, and then your wife is changing too. So everybody's, evolving into something different because all of our lifestyles have changed over time. So I can see why like older parents, or let me say this, a parent that had a child young and they turn around and have another child, like starting over, so to speak, like how they raised them differently because the age and then their mindset is like, I'm still on the 18-year-old kid, not the 4-year-old kid I got now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different. So
I always laugh at that because, I'm the oldest and Jeremy and Jermaine are 11 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And I always laugh because they was raised totally different.
Totally different.
How I was raised, you know what I mean? In that gap. And we all came from the same house, same mama.
Mona was tapped out by that time.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah. She done gave out so many whoopings. She was whooping her right on, probably was hurting.
I'm whooped out.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like they never lived in, like we grew up in Greenspoint, right?
Yeah.
So they never lived in Greenspoint, nowhere near the hood. Like, I mean, not to say that, Cloudford is still hood-ish, but it was way different.
It's a step up for sure.
It's a step up from Goodson Road, bro.
Definitely.
So, and it's crazy because they like emulate that lifestyle as if they want to be a part of it with the tattoos.
Suburban thugs.
You know what I'm saying? Suburban.
You not like that.
Hey.
Yeah.
My son out here running these mean streets of Spring, man.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's so crazy. Like, I never go back to that. Maybe like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate everything the hood taught me, but I ain't never going back. Give me a gated community, sir.
I swear.
I need that.
Right now. Now.
Yeah, somebody's at the gate. They didn't call and schedule. No, some more security.
We don't need that here.
Call me what you want. I'm at that age where I'm trying to live like the least stressful life as possible.
Man, it's already stressful enough as it is out here. You know what I'm saying?
Being a black man.
Straight up.
Because the police showing their ass again.
Yep.
Again.
Yeah, I seen it. I mean, good Lord. We just dropped last episode and it wasn't 24, 48 hours.
Imagine a policeman being tried and having that interrupted because another policeman killed somebody else.
Man, bro.
In the same goddamn state.
Minutes away.
10 miles away from where Floyd got killed.
Absolutely crazy, dog.
So I was I don't know if we talked about it already, but you know how they said that George Floyd's girlfriend was
the teacher.
Was the teacher.
Yeah.
Was his teacher. And that's so crazy to me. But history repeats itself because you think about Fred Hampton's mom used to babysit Emmett Till. So like history repeats itself where all of this is kind of tied in. That's why it's so important that as a community, like Black people, we understand like community trauma, generational trauma, because it affects all of us. Like Black people are so relational. Like 2 degrees of separation. Oh, you know such and such them, or look them. Like we know somebody that knows somebody, and like we're so relational like that. And so when something happens like that, it affects us all. And you know, most white people don't understand that because they barely know their cousins.
Oh, we're not gonna go there.
I'm not getting on white people that much. I'm not.
It's kicking on dirt. We got to.
I'm chilling today.
Shit, hey man, it don't. Goddamn, sometimes it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get off. You know what I'm saying? But we got another. It's a vicious cycle, and it's like, bro, I'm tired, nigga. TIED, nigga. Not tirade, bro. I'm tired, dog.
I'm so tired, bro. Like literally this week. I have worked out every day this week from my frustrations in the situation, but also the nervousness of it. Like I haven't went to the track. I started running around my neighborhood. Now I'm working out in the garage, bro, with the garage open. And it's just like, I feel safe here. I got to do some workouts in my garage now, bro, because you just never know out here. And that's the sad thing, because in my mind, and the way we, you know, grow up, like we should be treated equal, but it's just not that, bro. Like you should have a fear of like snakes, a fear of dogs, a fear of spiders, not a fear of getting stopped by the cops, bro. Like that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not normal, bro. And I'm sitting here just thinking like, my nephew got his little permit. He's so excited. And I ain't trying to knock on his, you know what I'm saying? Like his happiness, and I ain't trying to shake their fear from him or shake their happiness from him. But I also have to know, I gotta, like, it's my responsibility to teach him, like, how to get back home. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to come a time where he, you know, we planning on, you know, hopefully being able to get him a vehicle for his birthday this upcoming year. He's going to be on the, you know, road by himself or with a friend. You know what I'm saying? And like, I got to teach him. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, bro. And it's a hard conversation to have. And I'm sure tears will be shed, but it's got to be done.
Yeah. That is always a tough conversation, man. Like, and I dread having it, you know, by the time our sons are older.
Yeah.
But it also puts things into perspective for when we were younger, and we thought, you know, parents is just trying to keep us in the house. And you know, none of this stuff is new. It's just being recorded.
Right. Yeah.
So like this is all stuff that's been going on. So we're just seeing it more and more in the news and the media and all of that. So I mean, it's just one of those things that we're, you know, it's going to be a hard conversation to have, but do not shy away from it. We have to lean into that 100%.
Lean into being uncomfortable to discuss it.
Yeah.
What's up? Shout out to Brene Brown.
That girl cold. a true ally, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Out the age.
Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. But you should get him a smoke dog. Give him a 97 Honda Accord.
Hey, man, he wouldn't understand. Listen, he wouldn't understand that lifestyle, man.
I don't want that.
It's a different era for that, man.
No, it'd be so turned up, man. I don't want that.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm so fired up. I'm like, man, look, I got that boy that fire. And he like, nah, man.
This ain't it.
He with the Heisman on that, bro. Nah, man. He's so busy though, man. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? He with sports and school and stuff. He real busy, man. So hopefully that'll keep him tied up, you know. So it is what it is on that, man. But it's gonna come a day though.
So it is, and I wanted to shout out. There was something I saw on Instagram that I wanted to shout out this dude, and I can't find him now. I should have. It was he's a coach for young black males, basically kind of getting them to face their fears and fight through anxiety and different things like that. And it was, man, I sure hate that I misplaced his. I'm gonna find it and put it in the link whenever we post. But yeah, no, this guy, man, I think everybody needs to follow him. it's some positivity on social media. So like I think he would be, somebody that brighten your day if you scroll across his page, especially with the videos that he posts, man. But I'll find that and I'll post it in the link whenever we drop this episode. That's a good thing. So aside from the police showing their ass, man, we see that there's a lot of violence happening across the nation with, shootings happening in places like, FedEx, the tavern shooting, different places across the nation, man. And I mean, we all know we tired, we exhausted just by the state of black man affairs. But, seeing as how this is, it's tied in, but at the same time, it's not tied in. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Even all the way down to like the people that's doing it. Like, how do y'all feel?
Oh man, you know what, man? I follow CNN on Instagram, and they posted that there were 45 mass shootings in the last month, bro. 45, bro. Like, that's multiple lives taken at one time, 45 times.
Exactly.
There's a couple things that go into play when I think about that, bro. This pandemic has made everybody more timid and more scared about everything that's going on. You've seen guns being bought at a massive rate and people not really being able to control their emotions when little things happen. I'm not the proponent of saying that people don't have mental issues when stuff like this happen, but I'm also one to say he knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You got some people who, you got Billy down in the basement, you know what I'm saying, plotting and scheming, and he ready to go to work. You know what I'm saying? And that's the end of it, But I just when I see this, bro, I'm like 45 shootings in a month, bro. In a month. You can't tell me these guys are not sitting at home watching the news after every report saying it's finna be my turn.
Oh, I can do it better.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's a lot going on out here, bro. We fighting so many battles at one time. You fear going to work, bro. Like, and then FedEx's decision to make everybody have a phone put up. Nobody can have a phone on the floor.
What if they sued?
Man, come on, bro. Like, nobody was able to call 911 until that guy basically took his life. Like, imagine being that guy in there and you are absolutely helpless because you can't even dial 911, bro. That's just ridiculous, bro. Like, that's nah.
Yeah.
I ain't with FedEx on that, man. They can miss me with that, bro. Ain't no excuse you can make to make me feel like that was right.
I mean, I think we well, I know for me, I done had like those assembly jobs or whatever, assembly line type job. Shout out to HP. Had some fun times there, but I always had my phone on my person, dog. Like, I'm, because anything, and I always been like, my fear is missing that phone call. You know, like if anybody's in a jam, like they can call me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm finna pick my phone up. You know what I'm saying? Even if I hear that boy in the shower, I'm finna see what's going on real quick and this ain't go back. But that's trash, bro. Like, bro, they about to get big sued.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They about to come up off them duckies.
That whole policy finna be overturned. Like, it's finna be. But I hate that. Really, bro, as a country, has there been a time where we've been proactive and not reactive?
Man,
can y'all name a time?
We
always react, bro. And then when we react, it's too late. Lives have been lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, something has gone awry. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A day late and a dollar short. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, they about to get big sued behind that, and you can expect everything to be overturned as far as being able to have phones, or they going to have it set up. But overall, bro, it's what is wrong with y'all, bro?
Man.
Golly. Like, it really, what is wrong, dog?
Mental health,
I don't know, man.
That's why I said
it can't be that, bro.
Here's my take.
Not all of it. Like, not.
Here's my take.
You cognizant enough to take your own life at the end of this ruckus? Nah, bro. I don't want to hear that.
Here's my take, and this is another way that you go to show how different Black people and white people are, man. Like, we're used to overcoming adversity. We're used to overcoming struggle. Like, we're used to that. Sometimes we're a little bit too comfortable in that, but we're used to. Exactly. We're used to the odds being stacked against us, right? But when you take someone who comes from privilege and they may have 3 or 4 generations of privilege, and then they coming down and they look like maybe they the fuck up, or, maybe they hadn't lost, or one thing not going their way and now they're spiraling out of control. Like, there's no mental fortitude there. And so the lack of mental fortitude causes you to react adversely to situations where if you would have just sat down and thought about it, you could see that this is something that you can overcome and not have to go take people's life behind some emotion or feeling that you have right now.
Because this young dude was, 19? Look, bro.
Still emotionally
ain't even been through nothing in life to really understand that, dog.
33 in August, dog. I still ain't got this figured out. Do you know what I was doing at 19, bro? Moving around, sticking to moving out of caring the world, making my little money, you know what I'm saying? Spending it as soon as I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Before we get it.
What? Get your check. Look, burnt money. As soon as you get the check, you got to pay the bank back because you overdrafted, dog. Like, at 19, dog, it's literally nothing that is that bad. You feel me? Like, I remember telling my brother, my youngest brother, he is 26 now. And, I ain't gonna blast him like that, but we was talking, he was saying, like, he was just trying to, I gotta figure this out, figure that out. I'm like, bro, you 24, 25 years old, dog. You got time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to bring him back. Like, it looked cloudy, you know what I'm saying? But you young, dog.
Yeah.
I'm 7 years older than you and I ain't got it figured out yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this young dude picture and I'm like 19. And it's like, what could you possibly be going through? You know what I'm saying? At 19 years old, that you can't shake back from, to where people got to feel like your wrath. You know what I'm saying? And then you kill yourself at the end of it.
Yeah. I think about stuff like this, bro. Like, think about it. How many times in your life have you gotten a yes the first time? Black people don't get a yes always the first time.
Not all the time.
They used to,
hell no.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you used to taking a no here and there, and when you get a yes the first time, it's almost a shock. It's like, whoa,
okay,
I'm like, oh, no.
Yes,
okay.
Like, you don't know how to react, right? You don't really know how to react. You know what I'm saying?
Syndrome.
Right. Yeah, right.
I even think about this. Bolden took a no with his wife the first time he was trying to ask her out and stuff. I took a no with my wife. You know what I'm saying? But persistency and, you know what I'm saying, understanding like what you really going for, the ultimate
she was
goal,
more like,
blah, blah, blah.
No.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Try on, nigga.
But you think about that. And then you think about, the little, you think about other races, like especially white people. And I'm not trying to make this a race thing at all, but I'm just saying they not used to hearing a no. You know what I'm saying? So when they hear a no, it's different for them. It's like us hearing a yes for the first time. It's like, whoa.
I'm white.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things, bro. Like we so used to being, I don't even know the word to say, because I don't want to say doubted or anything like that, but it's just our lifestyle is just kind of like we kind of expected to like get a no. You know what I'm saying? Even when you go on an interview and you overqualified for the person sitting next to you that's doing the same interview, like you confident enough to know like, hey, I'm supposed to get this job. And if you get that no, you kind of like, okay, on to the next. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't lose confidence in what you got. You just kind of understand like, I gotta go through this. You know what I'm saying? And get through it, even though we don't feel like we're supposed to or need to. That's just what it is.
Yeah, gotta go through it to get to it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of times, And these are just the numbers. Yeah, I know we don't want to turn it into a race thing, but the facts are the facts.
Like
most
it
of the
is
mass
what it
shooters,
is.
the white boys, right?
Exactly.
So, white male terrorists. And I think back to a lot of like the running jokes to where when you tell a white man, no, like, do you know who my dad is?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like my father will have this place such and such. But then I hear so many stories of, white men talk about how their dads were kind of distant, right?
Mm.
So it's almost like their dad is a placard or a placeholder. They know that they're powerful and they can use him to get what they want, but there's no like real relationship there, right? And then you think about on the flip side, you have these black fathers who are in the home. Statistics will show we are present. Even if we're not in the home, we're present in our kids' lives as more than just a placeholder.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of power in most instances there. So it's not like a, do you know who my dad is? Like he'll come in here and tear this stuff up. It's more like I need my dad. Let me go to my dad for this hug and this.
Help me navigate
this. You know what I mean? Exactly. Right. So I think that's an interesting dynamic. Like if we're looking at it from a dad point of view, like I've seen that plenty of times. Guys I went to school with, white boys that have this, they tell you all these different stories about all the things that their dad do, but I haven't seen him in 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And so it's an interesting dynamic. And so for me, I still feel like if I did the research, if I sat down and I did the research on these men and their parental relationships, like what would that look like? And I'm pretty sure, this is my hypothesis, I'm sure that it'll show that there was, it was devoid of intentional relationships.
Yeah.
Like there was a void that was there, something that wasn't filled. And I think that's why you see a lot more white men doing that than men of color.
Yeah, well, I feel like our hands are, like our imprint is really on our kids when black fathers are in their lives, bro, because we're not on the sideline parents, you know what I'm saying? I didn't just watch my wife change every diaper, you know what I'm saying, or cook every meal. Like we kind of have that feeling like, let me get up and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me show him this. Let me show her that. You know what I'm saying? Let me give my wife a break. Let me give, the mother of my child, even if they're not married, like a break. Like, let me get them. Let me get her. And let me do what I'm supposed to do, or what we think we know is what we're supposed to do, because none of us really know like how to really parent. We parenting on the fly, you know what I'm saying? And learning things as we see our kids grow up, but at the same time, us men, black men especially, we really like feel like I gotta show them something. You know what I'm saying? Not with money, not with monetary value, but with life lessons. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand, like, I think that's the thing, bro. Like, we can't buy our way out of our situations. You know what I'm saying? We can't. We gotta have the knowledge to make it through. And I think the only way we're able to do that is by passing that down.
It's real. It's real.
It's real. Let that breathe.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So again, like we were saying, a lot going on. We just asking everybody to keep your head up. Reach out to whether it's us or somebody else. If you feel like you're overwhelmed, or if you feel like you at your wit's end, reach out to somebody in your network. If you don't have anybody in your network, reach out to us. We can connect you with some people.
Call me.
That,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, call me.
Call
you know what I'm saying? I'll let your boy.
I always been one of them anyway. People lay their deepest and heaviest burdens on your boy. So,
hey man,
I think
you gotta have somebody to do it too.
I think we built different.
And that's a hard. And I didn't realize how hard it was until when you're social and you make a lot of friends, and those friends all see that same thing in you. It's so hard to bear the weight of that without having somebody that you can throw all your troubles onto, right? And that's why it's so important for black men in community. Like that's vital for black men to have a community,
right.
because that can take a toll on you. It can take a heavy toll.
Yeah, that's real.
So, before we move on from that, have y'all watched The Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah,
series?
I ain't watched the newest episode, but I'm watching it.
Don't talk to me about it.
I'm not gonna talk to you about it, but we're gonna circle back because this conversation has a lot. It plays into it. John, when you finish the last episode, you'll get what I'm talking about. But it plays into this whole conversation a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump down.
I'm about to watch it now. As soon as we done.
Yeah. So yeah, man, let's get a little something. We gotta lighten up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We talking.
Life been heavy, Life been nigga.
Hey,
Lord.
Any good things happening to y'all this week, man? Whether it's work, home, family, anything.
Man, I've been on my vinyl tough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, finding stuff, finding songs. I had just recently hit a lick. I had bought it's the second, third, and fourth UGK album. So that's Super Tight, Riding Dirty, and Dirty Money. You know what I'm saying? I got them boys for $67. So
all three?
Yes, sir.
That's a nice list.
Yeah. So I got them on the way. You know what I'm saying? But just, building up my little collection, man, and getting away for a little bit and tapping in with this vinyl and seeing my son here walking here and he'll be my dog. Yeah, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fun. Like when my son be riding with me, like, and I be all over the place sometime musically. And I look in the rear view, or I just turn my head and Roman be in the back seat and be on beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he got it. It's in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see. I see it's gonna be there with that music, dog. Like, so that type of stuff get me excited. I can talk about this music stuff all day. So to see him, in his little capacity at 2 years old, like catching the beat and nodding his head and like okay, that's the one for you, huh? You know what I'm saying? We can hone that. So I'm excited to see little stuff like that. That's
crazy. I had like a flash forward moment when I was driving one time, and of course my son's face still looked the same, but I seen him like in the front seat bigger or whatever. And like, I'm just like, damn, I'm riding with my son now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he in the front seat with your boy and we just chopping it up.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, bro, I can't wait for them times. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was like, me.
Yeah, bro. It was like, okay. He listening to his music with your boy, man.
It's crazy because like, I always think about my old man. When I used to ride with him, he used to pick me and my brother up. He had an 86 Toyota truck, and he still got that truck, by the way. And man, he would pick us up and we'll be in there and he'll be into it and just jamming. His nigga song gets so good, he bring it back. And I do that same stuff and I see my son. So it's like history repeating itself, dog. So that shit tight, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Man. What about you, John?
Man. So y'all know I'm over here trying to raise blue chippers, man. So have my son in the garage, man. We practicing on some dribble moves, and he finally learning how to put it between the legs. You know, the whole kick your leg up and throw it down type crossover. So yeah, he getting that down without falling down, because he will fall in the first couple times. But yeah, teaching him the 1-2 jump shot, like he understanding how to, jump when he shoot. I'm scooping him back a little bit further. It's almost time to get a big goal now, man, because he knocking down the Fisher Price, bro. That's easy money there, bro.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Kobe.
And he yelling it too. You know he is. Yeah. So yeah, but it's real fun, man, just to see like just the little stuff you teach him. You know what I'm saying? He's always used my tennis racket, which is way too big for him. So I bought him a tennis racket his own size. Baseball. I'm just teaching him every little thing, bro. Anything, keep him outside, number one, so he's not with technology all the time. Yeah. We riding his bike, every little thing, bro. I'm just kind of like, all right, man. He just want to do it all, bro. He be too excited about all of it too. But I'm starting to realize, like, dang, bro, like my words carry that much weight on somebody else. Mm-hmm. Like you got your friends and stuff, and y'all chopping up about stuff, but we all our own men. We're gonna do what we want to do at the end of the day. Right. But then when you see like damn, my son really took what I said to heart. You know what I'm saying? I better not be lying to him. That's gonna hurt him.
He did hear me.
Hey, where you hear that from? You told me that.
Oh, okay. I did.
I showed you.
Cool.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, those be the fun moments of the week. You know, you had your tired time. You know, you still tired, but then you had that moment here and there where I'm just like, okay. You know, I taught him like a 1-2 jump shot, and he hit like 3 in a row, like 1-2, boom, 1-2, boom. Okay, between the leg, 1, shoot. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, he really like he grasping it. Okay,
that's
you
tight,
know. So
that's good stuff. The sports thing is, you know, I like seeing my son grow and develop especially as he's out there playing tennis, watching him now. He's on backhand, learn how to do his backhand. So that's, you know, that eyes start sweating a little bit when he started hitting it over the net. But it wasn't that he hit it over the net. It's what he did when he did it. He hit it over the net with his backhand, and then he turned and he looked for me. Mm-hmm. And with the smile, and I was like,
how they do, bro.
Boy,
you turn around, boy, you practicing.
Y'all niggas know I be crying, dog. Come on, man.
Hey,
bro.
That's how they do, bro. They don't care what the coach think. Did Daddy see you do that?
Did he see you do that?
Yeah, bro. Bro, he turned around and he look, even little simple things what he's doing around the house, stuff he know he's not supposed to be doing, he look because he don't want to get in trouble. But like little things that he'll do, he'd be like, Dad, did you see it? Did you see it? And I'll be like, I saw it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now turn around real quick.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, to carry more weight. It ain't the bread, bro. It's the presence. It's the presence, man. You know what I'm saying?
It is. And you know what's crazy, man? Camden is so. I mean, Caleb was too, but he's so like he pays attention to everything. He's so attentive to detail, and he'll just like stare and like look at different things, and just like I see him sometimes just doing this with his hands, like just learning life, right? And like he'll just stare at me, and I'll smile at him, and he'll smile back, and then, you know, kind of blush a little bit, but then he'll just be like paying attention to every little thing about me, and I'm like, yo, this kid is gonna soak up everything. So I gotta be I gotta be really careful about because Camden is paying. He stares at Caleb like that. When Caleb's doing something, he's just like, he's staring at him. He's soaking it all in. Like I gotta catch up with that. Like, so I gotta be really, really even more careful than I am with Caleb. I made a few mistakes in like, you know, knowing what I need to say around Caleb. All right, let's fix them bad habits right now. But
right,
Camden, he's with the shits. Like he wants to soak up everything. And he's gonna be my smart Alex son.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Caleb, like this,
Caleb got a smart mouth. Caleb got a smart mouth. Don't get me wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Guys,
hey. We'll be riding in the car, me, him, and Willie and Camden. And guys, we have a big problem. Like,
man,
like Caleb's nerdy witty. Camden's gonna be like asshole witty.
Yeah,
like,
and that's my type of witty because that's my witty. You feel me?
Exactly.
I speak the language. You know,
my son, man, he in that doggone talk back phase, bro. Like everything is, I don't want to do it. I ain't got to do it. Or, you know, just repeating everything you say.
Say, dog.
You seen it, Ryan.
Baylor is off the chain, bro. Like we like him and Roman was playing together. Like really, Roman ain't got nothing for Baylor right now, dog. He too. You know what I'm saying? Baylor advanced, bro. So he's like, this baby is bothering me. I can't do nothing but laugh. I'm like, nah, Roman, man, he'll meet you in like 2 years. Nah, he ain't got nothing for you right now.
Man,
you know
bro, he gets so mad too. He'll be like, Roman's a copy baby. He just does everything I do. When I pick up a toy, he picks up a toy. I'm like,
Baylor started. So me and John playing dominoes, and Baylor started yelling. And John's like, man, you got to stop because when you yell, then Roman gonna yell because Roman just as loud, dog. Man, that nigga got some pipes. You know what I'm saying? So Baylor get together, then Roman yelling. So now, like, all right, man, y'all both need to shut up. Now I get to where I'm talking to Baylor. Hey, nigga, shut up. We ain't that. We playing dominoes. You know what I'm saying? So like, we both talk to each other, kids. Hey, man, Roman go sit down. Like, it was.
Hey,
it was fun.
Don't even matter who the daddy is.
Don't.
We both y'all daddy.
But you know that, and that shows like the positivity of black male relationships, because you know we at the crib and John be like, Caleb, go sit down. Like I'm not finna take no kind of offense to that.
No,
right.
Go sit down.
Yeah.
It's that village, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is the village. And I have like the confidence of, you know, I think that's where it stems from, having the confidence of the character of the men that you're around, so that when if any one of them is giving direction to one of your kids,
you see that to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good,
you know what I'm saying? So
that's really
that's not it. I love that.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's amazing to see, man. Because at first, you know, you like, ain't nobody gonna talk to my kid like that.
Right.
When you get your boys, you like,
I can say that to him. You can't like that. It ain't.
But when
that.
your boy say it, like when you trust and when you like that's your boy, like you be like, do what your uncle said.
Yeah, you heard what he said. You heard what he said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's a lot of that, man, and just you know, Baldwin, it be obviously, you know, you got your life in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but you know, it's cool to watch Roman and Baylor like interact. Years go on, they get old and get tighter, so
don't worry. You know, pandemic it held up a few things, but you know, typically Caleb spent his summers down in Texas. So and
I said
because
that
it's
too.
important. It's important for him to be around family, so he'll spend like 3 weeks in San Antonio with his parents, and then he'll be back in Houston for like 3 weeks and stuff, or a month or something like that, because he got my dad and my mom, of course. But yeah, every summer you can guarantee them boys will be in Texas at some point.
I hope Whitley's parents are listening, man. Y'all have another grandson out here you can get for those 3 weeks.
Make that drive.
Hey, man, I got no problem bringing them to San Antonio, man.
Right on off.
Right off,
Shoot fly.
Yeah.
So, anything else we want to discuss before we get to the good finale?
I think we should just go on.
Just dive right into
it. For everybody that haven't watched the episode of Snowfall,
you know the routine.
Cut it off.
Cut
it off. Pause it. Go watch it. Come back. Finish, and then see what we got to say
Spoiler
about this episode.
Alert! You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start it off, man. I'm gonna start it off this time.
Yes.
I ain't like the way Man Boy went out, bro. I ain't no fan of that. It was too easy.
Yeah.
He too smart to be falling into it like that, or he was blindsided by the fact that he was so gung-ho on trying to get the connect and trying to avenge, like, you know, his niece's death. Like, he just stopped becoming a thinker because he thought his way through all this process. You know what I'm saying? And for him to go down like that, I was like, okay. I mean, I knew he was going to die, but not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're going to have to chase him, you know what I'm saying, to get him.
Yeah.
Now he going to walk right into it.
That
like,
was, you know.
Like, you fell for the cheese on the trap?
Yeah.
Like,
but I think that shows, like, his digression as opposed to Franklin's progression. Because remember, he's the protagonist in this, right?
Yeah.
So it just shows that, you know, he had all these, every dog has his day, and now he's like, he has his mindset on that cheese and he's chasing it by any means. There was at some point in the episode where I think it was his sister, I can't remember, somebody was saying, you so bent on getting this plug.
Yeah.
Or something.
Sister said that.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I think that was, you know, his Achilles heel in the end. So if they would have had to chase him, because he's not going to run from that.
Nah.
He great. Yeah. So I think that it was appropriate for what was happening at the time.
If you really look at the episode, each the two siblings went down behind what they was chasing. Ultimately died behind it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I will agree with John. Like, it's just like Man Boy got to the point where he was kind of being cerebral way. He was like the counterpart, like, nah, Franklin, like, you really, I'm up here too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be that, bro. You're gonna have to try harder than that. And just for it to go out. And then the monologue, you know, where it's like, Franklin, you a bitch. and got your partner stabbed up and then pow, pow. It's still talking like, bro, you got shot twice, dog. And it's like, man, all right, bro, you gonna die, just die. You know what I'm saying?
Like why are you fighting a girl? Just put the bullet in her head and keep it moving, bro.
Get it over with. Like, it's already kind of going out sad because it was predictable, but it's like, I don't know what I can liken it to, but it's like, it's cool. You know, eventually we all knew like this was gonna happen. Like, man, boy was gonna die. We called this like earlier in the season he was gonna die.
Yeah.
But it just was. I hope, and this is we talked about this. We don't want to get to a point where situations getting buttoned up too easily. Like, we don't have to this point. Everything has been buttoned up, you know, with a bow tie, whatever, and it's packaged nice. And here you go, final product. Like, we haven't had like any loose strings or like any unsolved issues. It's just, all right. This is the.
I think the biggest unsolved issue is the whole organization in itself, because like the thing is, the war is coming to an end. Like, the biggest issue is that. So everything else is just like sub story, right? Because at the end of the day, Franklin got to tie up all those loose ends before he can deal with the inevitable.
Yeah.
So now we thinking about like, who's the bad guy now?
Yeah. Yeah. I think the more people go off, they putting off. It's like, all right, what's next for season 5?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm with Ryan on like, all right, you know, they are buttoning up everything. And the war is about to end. So what are you going to talk about in season 5? Like, okay, so now Ted just finna run around, you know, offing everybody
with his killing hat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so now he a killer now. He killing people now. Okay. Yeah. The streets done really took over him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really watching him go down like that.
I mean, but you knew it's like a necessary evil, right? CIA, like, we got to keep the lie alive, and we got to shut up anybody who might threaten that. So that's not surprising to me. Actually, I was like, Teddy, you should have did this. You should have been did
long
this.
Time ago.
Really, you know, we keep it in the book. So I didn't have an issue with him, you know, off in Iran.
Oh, great. We seen that. We seen that a mile ago.
Oh, yeah, it was coming. I'm like, man, you can't be this stupid. But then again, you know, the reporter, I'm about to get the scoop. You know what I'm saying? You about to get murked out here. And I knew it was coming. I'm like, man, you know you about to die, right? Like, that's not funny.
Come on. See, I think Franklin dad going out next episode.
Hey, Reed, okay.
He ain't playing with him, dog.
Y'all remember it like LeBron in 07 against the Pistons? Where he started when he got to the part where he about to lock in?
Yeah.
Hey, Reed like in the mode right now. Like 0 dark 30. You know what I'm saying? Because he had already asked him, like, all right, so what about your daddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what were you? You could keep your daddy shut? You couldn't shut his mouth up?
I have to go and take care of it.
I can. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all think that it becomes season 5 Reed versus Franklin?
I don't think Reed,
because we don't have an antagonist right now. Man boy is gone.
Yeah. I don't think Franklin want them problems. He know that's a never ending battle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
he too tapped in with the CIA to think he finna go up head to head, because he told Irene that. Like, and I don't think he finna be bucking like that. And then obviously this is how he been eating. Like, Teddy, aka Reed, whatever is my plug. So who else can I go to? Unless there's another, you know, source he can tap into as far as, you know, getting his product. But no, I don't see that being a head to head for season 5. Like, I don't know what direction they're going in, and that's what I'm afraid of, because the direction they go in might be trash. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I also think that's why you see a lot of those things just kind of buttoned up kind of easy, because when season 4 was written, season 5 wouldn't confirm it.
Right.
So that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Because they just confirmed it like a month or so ago. Yeah,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
You know what, man? Some of the characters too, bro. Like, I'm thinking, like, okay, Oso is he done? You know, he shook his hand and we ain't see him no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened with that? You know, and they shut down. You know, what Teddy Reed, whatever you want to call him, they shut down his operation, so to speak. Even the the cocaine guy that basically got Franklin in the game, like
Javi.
he kind of was like Javi was like giving like his farewell speech, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, it'll always be other wars. You know, I'm like, okay, so he done too. Like it's like y'all cutting it off.
But it was like you said though. You know, like Boda said, season 5 wasn't confirmed. So it's like, you kind of see that. But then now it's like, since y'all know it's confirmed, do we go back to the writer's room? But then again, wasn't John a part of that? Like John Singleton was a part of season 4. So is it one of the things like, were we not touching it as a tribute to him, or?
Well, I don't know. Now, you always have writing room edits even before the episode is shot. You know what I mean? Like, they have edits. So I think now they're trying to figure out, I don't know if they're trying to figure out how to tie season 5 into season 4, or they're trying to make last minute changes for season 4 to make it fit with season 5. Mm-hmm. So, and we won't know that until season 5.
Right.
So now we just in limbo.
As far as episode 10 goes, I have no idea what this looks like. And it's going to be one of them firecracker type of episodes. So,
it's centered around Franklin dad, clearly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he like the only, I guess.
The loose end left.
Right, yeah. He the only one that's left. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want to get too wrapped up around Franklin dad because he's not even really a part of what's going on. Like, they off the reporter. Either they're going to off him or they're going to let him fly, bro.
How do you do that? Do you?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to off him, bro. You got to put him down.
You know what I'm saying?
But, I mean, this. Go ahead.
Nah, because I was about to say the dynamic between Franklin and Calvin. Like I told you, I ain't calling that man his name no more. And like the dynamics changed. Like even when she came to see Sissy, or he came to see Sissy, like, hey, that ain't your job no more. Like the energy ain't changed, bro. I need you up out of here. So I'm thinking does the dynamic like their relationship, does it stay severed to the point where he does get, hey, this is the ultimate green light, go do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So
I can see Reed killing him just to kind of really prove a point to Franklin, like, I'm bigger than you or your family. So,
or like the machine is the machine.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I don't know what episode we said this in. Like, Franklin is still, he's cerebral, but he's still emotion driven too when it comes to the decisions he makes. Exactly. Reed, on the other hand, hey, bro, I don't care about none of that. And then my brother just, he died. Then my old man said it should have been me. So I'm unhinged. On top of that, on top of being with the CIA, on top of with all this other stuff I'm already in, bro. I don't care about none of this. Get it together, or I'm off your daddy, bro.
So what about Scully?
Oh.
So here's the thing to me. Scully still got that crazy side of him, but I think he is feeling so convicted ever since he hung old buddy on the cross.
Ooh, I ain't even thought about that.
He feeling like that the boy, like he has really taken it out. Yeah,
that Jesus nigga.
He
been down.
When he said that, bro. When he said that, I was
that
like,
nigga been down bad,
bro. He lost his daughter, he lost his girl, lost his brother-in-law now, bro. Like, I'm just like, bro, he know.
But a part of me looking like Scully was in the crib, he talking to Khadijah, he looking like, I know what this is. You know what I'm saying? I want no parts of this. That my boy turned into Shaquille Sunflower, for real, for real. Did y'all watch The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I haven't.
Well, Bolden, you know what I'm saying. You remember when Rick went to his little hiatus where he was soft, and he was like, man, nah, I don't want no quarrels, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? This was Scully on, dog. I was like, bro, what's up, fool?
But Scully gonna get to that breaking point to where he either gonna realize he got nothing left and gonna risk it all, or he gonna be like, I got nothing left. Don't take anything else from me. Like, I just want to leave.
And the way it's looking, the latter, like, it's about to happen, because that boy, he didn't give up no fight. He didn't say, nah, don't go. He was Khadijah. After he got slapped upside his head, and then
Let it ride.
Okay, you gonna do what you gonna do.
But she should have knew them girls was a setup, dog.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like
fell right into that.
Come on, man. And she trying to offer the bread of like Franklin coming with way more. At this point, you know who his plug is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you think he not tapped in with bread, you're sadly mistaken.
Unlimited money, man.
So
come on.
You knew that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This feels like season 4 of Breaking Bad to me. I ain't even gonna lie, but and I think if they take the direction that they took, season 5 is gonna be great.
I'm so far removed from Breaking Bad, I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, because you remember Breaking Bad had one of the best endings. Like everything was tied. There was no questions. Mm-hmm. Every loose end was tied up.
Is this when they got rid of Gus at the end?
Gus was poisoned. Yeah, when he was poisoned at the end of season 4.
Nah, Gus got killed in that hospital. Remember, the side of his face was blown off. You remember that in the hospital?
Oh, Face Off.
Yeah,
Face Off. Yeah, Face Off. That was it.
Was that season 4?
Yeah. That was season 4.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, then, yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then, so you see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, now what's about to happen? Gus gone. All right, so season 5. What's season 5 look like?
Who gonna be
And then the big boys come out of the sky. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's almost like Thanos when he's like, "You want something done? You gotta do it yourself." Exactly, right? So now we about to see who the big bad wolf is.
For real.
Come out the sky, and Franklin finna really be tested. Yeah. If they go that route. I'm okay.
Some good TV.
Then I can see, okay, you got new characters that really like coming with something. Okay, cool. Because everybody else going off now.
That was a very good point. Yeah. That was that last scene when Thanos came. He had put the gauntlet on. Like,
you want something done?
Might get a little murky because right now everything's clean cut. All right, this person got to die. This person got to die. This person got to die.
That's the way it felt, bro. And I'm just like, okay, episode 8 was a better, like a better episode.
Because it kind of lured you a little bit.
Episode 9 just was more for like clarity. Like, okay, what we predicted for the next episode to happen just so fast. Like, like dog, before first commercial, man, boys out of there.
Like, oh, okay, well, this is the type of episode we're gonna have tonight. You know what I'm saying? All right,
let me fast forward through the commercial.
Right on. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens upcoming weeks. Again, follow us on the social medias, the Black DadCast, the Black DadCast at gmail.com. Follow us on YouTube, of course. Send us your comments. We're going to be posting something this week, so make sure y'all stay tuned to the social media. We're going to need your input. We're going to need you to participate, and then we'll share some of that on next week's episode. So I'm good. Y'all good, fellas?
I'm good, man. Back on that social media, though, man. When we post a question, man, talk to us. Sometimes we don't hear your voice.
We talk Mike.
Give me a comment or two. You know what I'm saying? We want to know what y'all thinking.
For real, man. Tap in with us, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. We appreciate all the supporters and the continuous support that we're getting from everybody. Yeah, just tap in with us. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get these impressions up. But that's a wrap for this episode. Episode 18, season 2, episode 8. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. All right, man. We out.
Got it going on in here. Drop that off, sir. Daddy, is that you?
Open the door, son.
Just let that boy breathe.
I'm not going to lose my race.
You know what, bro? You grown.